Alright, so I'm making good progress on this, restoring this bandsaw. Got the paint stripped off of the top guard here, and I got it painted both sides already. Got two paints, or two colors, or two coats of gloss black on this, but it's pretty slick and smooth. I may put a third one on there, I'm not sure. That one's dry already, I painted that yesterday. Didn't take very long for the coats to dry either. So this one I got all the paint stripped off the inside of this main part of the, whatever you want to call it, carcass, but where the wheels go. That's down to the bare. I believe this is cast aluminum, because if it was cast iron it'd be way too heavy. But I think it's cast aluminum. It was really fun trying to strip that off. But what I was using is this stuff right here, Citrus Strip. Pretty good. It's not as strong smelling as some of the other stuff that Home Depot sells, but it says no harsh fumes on there. That's not true. You put that stuff on there, you need to have some ventilation, but it worked pretty good with that. I let this set overnight on here on the inside and used some steel wool to take it off, and actually what I used to, and then I took a rag, just a regular, terry cloth towel, wiped it out. Of course I had gloves on and everything, and then when I was done with that, what I took was I took a can of brake cleaner. It's an aerosol brake cleaner, and I took it outside and sprayed it off with that stuff to get most of the gunk out left over. And then after I get the other side done, this still has the paint on it on this side, so that's what I'm going to work on here in a little bit. Put some stripper on it and stuff, but when I get both sides stripped, I'll come back and wipe it down with mineral spirits, and then I'll put some couple coats of black in there. So it's not perfect. If you see down there's a couple spots that still have some paint. I'm not too worried about that. It'd be fine. More concerned about the outside, more so, the outside. This is the back, and the sheet metal over here. That's and the tins. That's all I really care about too much. Once I get all this done, the other one I still am trying to get all the rust off. Took all the paint off of that one, which is clamped to my bench here, right here. I'm trying to get all the rust off of that one. The bottom one had quite a bit more rust. And once I get those done and painted, then I'll go back and disassemble. After I get this painted and reassembled to the rest of the bandsaw over there, I will work on that stand there, take it apart, because I don't want to get all the nuts and bolts mixed in with the bandsaw. So I will go ahead and just disassemble that and strip it down to bare metal and wire wheel it to get all the rust off. And so I'm making pretty good progress. I started on this on Sunday night, came out and put some stripper on the started on this and let it set overnight. Came back and it was really easy to take the paint off. And like I said, this is the top guard. Didn't have a ton of rust on it, but this was the one that I actually started using a wire wheel to get the paint off, and it went really slow. So I already actually had some of the paint off from using the wire wheel, so it didn't, I would say, I don't know how much, but it already had some of the paint off. But if you can't really tell in this video, maybe you can, but if you look closely at some of these parts, you can see the pitting. It had the rust on here, it pitted the metal, and unless you're looking really closely, you can't see it, and I'm not really caring about that. I don't care too much about that. But as you can see, this is just hanging here temporarily. I got a coat hanger, but I had it hanging from my middle of my garage to paint it, and it's just a coat hanger. I looped it in there and then stuck the other end through and whatever, so it holds pretty good. So I could paint both sides. So anyway, that's where I'm at with this, and this is my jerry-rigged furnace filter on a fan for my little bit of ventilation here when I'm wire wheeling and painting and stuff. But that's where I'm at, so I'll update you in a little bit.